Thank you very much. And I'll be the number 2 speaker to welcome Matteo Renzi. Congratulate and wish you all the best in your future work. First, let me say that I'm very glad to be here as a party leader of the Swedish Social Democrat, and our delegation is very happy to be here with you all. And I can give you the warmest greetings from the Social Democrats in Sweden. We think it is a very important event that we are here together, gathered to show that we have another ambition for Europe, a social democratic ambition. Gathered here to elect our candidate, Martin Schulz, who will be elected. Congratulations ahead of the election, and good luck. But also to decide upon the manifesto. And it is all these things together that is the strongest message from our point of view, from the point of view of the Social Democrats in Sweden, that we have a common social democratic policy for another Europe. Because we have now witnessed in Sweden and in Europe years and years of conservative neoliberal politics. We have seen how that has developed for the people. Higher unemployment, big gaps in our society, social insecurity. We have had enough. And that is why we want to change this. It is time to change Europe in another direction. In Sweden, we have 2 elections this year. We won in September the domestic, where we will fight to get rid of the conservative government and put in place a social democratic-led government again in Sweden. We have good chances, I can tell you, but we have to work very, very hard, and we will work very, very hard. But we will also work hard to win the election in May, because it's also time to turn Europe. We want to emphasize that the Swedish Social Democrats regard ourselves as a natural partner, of course, in our party, but also Sweden as a natural partner in the European building of the European society. We want to take full part in that development, but not only Europe, we also want to take part in the global development. And we believe that the European mission is also about that, to bring our values, our ideas also into the global economy. That's an even huger task. But I'm very happy to see in our manifesto that we are concentrating on jobs. It is jobs, because it is jobs that makes a man or woman free, make her or his situation able to develop his or her freedom. And we have so much to do at the continent, where we can use the continent's added value. Research and development, innovation, infrastructure, education. That is how we use our continent, with the added value that also makes it possible for us as individual countries to do our best. And I'm very, very happy to see that we're also concentrating on the young people. The young people need to hear the message that they are wanted. We need them. They have a place in the society. They do not deserve unemployment. That is perhaps the most important message we are sending to the young people. You have a future. You have a hope. But it takes a social democratic government in our nation, and it takes a social democratic leadership in Europe to accomplish that. But the young people have a hope. It's also about decent jobs, because in Sweden we will not accept that we have a market that is built upon that we are going to compete with lower wages, lower conditions. That is not acceptable in any country. So there is also an opportunity for the European arena to show that this arena will create the best preconditions for the workers to not only uphold their conditions, but to also increase and develop their conditions. It's about the social protocol and everything that we want to make sure we have in Europe. And it's not least the environment issue. Every time when I meet the family's grandchildren, I think, what are we leaving? What are we handing over? What kind of world are we handing over to these small children? And we want to make sure that we can tell them we are going to hand over a planet with an environment that does not hurt you, but that gives you the best of the life. That is what we want to hand over. So that is also why the green policy is so important in our manifesto. And there's also values. One value that we need to stand up for very clearly, and I want you to listen now. It has to do with the gender issue. It is high time now that we fully commit ourselves to develop a society where men and women have the equal opportunity. Equal opportunity to jobs, equal opportunity to wages, equal opportunity to develop and take part in the democracy that we want to develop. The gender issue is there as a basic value. And this is not about helping women into position and higher wages. This is about taking care of the whole population, using all the geniuses that we have, not only male, but also female geniuses. This is about a society that we will gain from everyone, men and women. Let's show that the gender issue is at the top of the agenda. Finally, my friends, I just want to make sure that you understand that we, as Swedish Social Democrats, we are committed into this campaign. We can, as Social Democrats in our respective countries, and foremost together, we can turn this Europe into a right direction. And we do that by ensuring ourselves that we have the insight. This is not a competition between countries. This is a competition about values. So the social democratic values from Sweden, together with the Nordic countries, together with the Eastern Europe, the Western Europe, and those values are so strong, and I know that they are wanted. I can tell you, in the Swedish societies, they are wanted, and I know they are wanted in the European society. Let us build a society in Europe that is founded on the most beautiful word I know, and that is solidarity. Thank you very much.